Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in to Code Black Facts. You guys know that I love you, and I just love you guys, and thank you guys for returning. So, as you guys can see, we will be talking about Lizzo. For those of you guys who do not know, Lizzo recently went viral for posting a picture of her basically twerking at a Lakers game. And so she went viral, and you know what? I seen some of the comments, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a video up here about this because this, represents, what those from the dominant society. This is how they see black women, black people in general. So this is definitely something worthy of talking about. So let me go ahead and show you guys the video first, and then we will get started. All right, so you guys saw the video. She's at a Lakers game, she's twerking. And so for me, I see this differently. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Um, Give me a second. So I see, that video totally different. I think what we have to take into consideration as black women, black people, the black community as a whole, unfortunately, when we as black people are out in society and we are individuals in society, the dominant society does not see us as individuals. One black person representing any type of stereotype, right? They're seen as the collective. And, I want to be very clear. This is not about Lizzo twerking. This is not about her size or her body. This video is not about that. This video is not about fat shaming her. Or, talking about her body or whether or not her body is, the right body to have. Clearly, right? Clearly, some would say she's happy with her body, she's happy with her shape, she's happy with her size, and for that reason or those reasons, let the woman live. And you know what? If that woman is happy, then she's happy. We some people could say, oh well, it's all a front. She's really not. Some people could say it's for attention. Look, this video is not for that. There are a million and two other conversations being had right now on Twitter and other social media sites about Lizzo and her, walking around at a Lakers game with her booty cheeks out, families there, so on and so forth. I first want to also address her being, compared to other women who are smaller. Because you did have the argument that, well, if she was smaller, such as Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Rihanna, Halle Berry, J Lo, when J Lo went to that award show with, basically a see-through green dress on, her famous dress. I mean, it's just a whole list of people who she's been compared to and whom, they've said, hey, these women were smaller and they went with everything hanging out and there was not a big deal, right? And nobody cared, right? And so I would also say that is untrue. The reason why we remember these instances in, quote unquote, the media, history is because they were rememberable. When someone walks around half naked, uh, you remember those things. That's kind of something that you remember them by. And but this video is not about all those other women, right? Because again, this video is about how us as black women, how we are seen and depicted in society. And um, before I kind of get into all of that, because I'm going to get into, some of the stereotypes that how black women are seen and how we get mad when we are depicted in these stereotypes, but yet, you know, it, it, it's like if a non-black person says, "Hey, you guys are, you're not, you can't be legitimately mad because you like this, this is how you are," but we get mad when it's a non-black person saying that, you know. Um, so first I want to say, when it comes to the world, aka non-black America, they do not see us black people like we see ourselves. They don't see us with the same understanding. So when I see Lizzo, I'm looking at her like, okay, Lizzo represents, a portion of black women in our society. She does not represent me as a smaller black woman, right? I'm not in that statistic, right? Because the statistics basically says, and it's true, that black women are the most obese group of groups. That's just statistics. You can go to Google, you can type it in and look it up, right? And so, when we're talking about statistics, non-black America, they don't see us as individuals. When they see one black person representing a statistic, to them, that's all black people. And that's my problem with Lizzo walking around twerking, ass hanging out, because she doesn't represent me. I don't walk around like that, right? And then you also had people kind of correlating her with Megan Thee Stallion, because Megan Thee Stallion is known for walking around with her booty cheeks hanging out. That's what she's known for. Again, this video is not about body shaming. It's not about right or wrong bodies. If she's happy and she love it, and the men that she want and desire love it, then girl, more power to you. But my thing is, as a black collective, as black women, we pick and choose when we want to be seen in these lights, right? Because when it was people saying that, oh, most black women are like Precious, right? Gabby Sidibe, we were like, no, 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 that's not us. No, no, Precious doesn't represent us. When it was Precious, right? We would get mad when people would say, oh, well, most black women are like Precious. In terms of how physically how we look, right? And we would get mad when we were being, compared to Precious, but now Lizzo, it's like she's celebrated, you know. Um, I also want to point out that when it comes to, being overweight, overly sexualized, when it comes to, being single and unmarried and having a lot of children. See, those are all stereotypes that we as black women, we get mad about. When we're accused of those things by non-black people, we get mad about those stereotypes. And my thing is, when you have someone who is out here representing the very stereotypes that we get mad about, but she's celebrated, that's an oxymoron. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense to me. Now, I want to talk about obesity, because you did have people talking about, okay, well, obesity, what is obesity, right? And so the definition of an obese person is someone who is according to the dictionary, is someone who is very fat. That's what it said basically. But how they measure obesity is they take your BMI and they divide, and your BMI is your body mass index, and they divide that by your height. And that gives you a number. And if that number is greater, then you are considered obese. Okay? So, I don't want to go on and on with this video. I want this video to be very short. I'm going to show you guys another video, and then I'm going to go through the stereotypes that us as black women get mad about, right? We get extremely mad about when non-black women peg us with these stereotypes. We get so mad. We just had the Catch Me Outside girl, on video talking about how black women are bald-headed, and we got mad. We got so mad at her because a lot of black women went online attacking her for having braids and saying that she was culturally, with all these different stereotypes that we say we don't want, but yet we're celebrating that. We're celebrating that. That is what gets me. So let me show you guys the second video, and I'm going to go ahead and close out after the second video. And then we're going to go through the stereotypes in this video. Okay?
You had the opportunity. You could have said it. Did you hear Kevin? I don't know. I didn't hear Kevin. All I heard was you had the opportunity. You couldn't have said any more. This is how bad bitch goes to the Lakers game versus Minnesota. You bitches can't even spell Minnesota. First of all, bitch, you didn't motherfucker. I didn't have the opportunity. No. You had the motherfucking opportunity. You had the opportunity. Had two opportunities to talk to Trey Songz. You scary ass hoe. You a scary ass hoe. Black ass motherfucking change. When I left, I said you're the greatest athlete of all time. He said keep doing your thing.
So you guys just saw the video. We're gonna run down some stereotypes that black women are pegged with, and then we're gonna compare them to the video that we just saw of Lizzo. We're going to run down how we get extremely mad when non-black women call us these things, say these things, or non-black people in general, right? So let's go through some of the stereotypes that black women are pegged with. I have 10 of them. Number 1, overweight. Number 2, loud. Number 3, ghetto. Number 4, unmarried. Number 5, baby mamas. Number 6, aggressive. Number 7, hard/tough, portraying to be hard and tough. Number 8, bald-headed. Number 9, wear lots of weave. Number 10, the last one, sex addicts. Okay, so I just gave you 10 stereotypes that black women in society are pegged with by non-black people particularly, right? That's why we say it's a stereotype, because that means someone who is not within the black community has given us that stereotype. That's how we are seen. These are all negative. I don't know a black woman in sight that would allow a white or non-black person, Latino, whoever, to say, "Oh, you're aggressive," or you ain't nothing but a bunch of baby mamas, or you all of y'all are single and unmarried. And you know what? A lot of these things that they're saying, they're getting from statistics. Statistically, black women, we are the number one group of being obese. We have the number one killer among black women is hypertension. Right? So when you have a Lizzo out here representing many of those stereotypes, right? We got to understand, we are not seen as an individual out in society being an individual when we're out doing stereotypical thing, right? And unfortunately, if you're black, everything about you is a stereotype. If you're out eating fried chicken, you could just be minding your business, and that might have been the one piece of fried chicken you've had in 3 months. But a non-black person may see you eating that and say, see, they love fried chicken. Just being black out in society, we are, people are always pegging us with stereotypes. So this is not about trying not to, to be pegged with. This is just about, we can't get mad, or we can do whatever we want to do. But I just want to point out how when we get mad for non-black people in the dominant society, when they say, "Oh, well, all black women or most black women are overweight," we get mad when they say those things. We get mad when they say black women are loud. We get mad when they say, "Oh, a lot of black women, most black women are ghetto." Right? We get mad when they say, "Oh, well, black women are the last to get married, the first to get divorced." We get all these are stereotypes. We get mad when they say, "Oh, most black women are baby mothers." So let's run through the video. We just seen the Lizzo video. Right? So was Lizzo overweight? I would say yes. Okay? But she's proud. So look, again, this video is not about right or wrong. If she want to be that big, if she can attract the men she want, and if she can go through life loving everything about her, then power to the people. Power to the people, because, at this point, trying to get us as a community healthy, This is not about, oh, my body is the best body, your body. No, this is about being healthy. So, I'm past the point of begging our people and trying to talk about healthiness, particularly among black women. I'm past that. I no longer will talk about that. If black women as a society, and I'm included in that, I'm not overweight, by the way, but if black women as a collective group, if that's what we want to celebrate and be, then fine. That's fine. Because we all got to be individuals and live out here individually. But again, when somebody from the non-black community yells out that you fat bitches, we call them racist, right? Because that's a stereotype, right? Okay. Loud. Was she loud? Yes, she was loud in that video. Was she appearing to be ghetto? Yes. The cursing, the bitch this and the, and all of that, right? Is she unmarried? Yes, she's unmarried. She's young, right? So I would say, that can go either way. And that's not necessarily a negative stereotype. I think it's only used in the negative when you have, non-black people out here trying to use that to say that that's why our men don't like us. That's the only time I think that can kind of be used as a negative, because usually that's the context in which it's used. You'll see these non-black women out here, well, that's why, black men don't want you black women, because you're loud, you're ghetto, you're overweight, no one wants to marry you. They use that in the negative, as a negative stereotype. Baby mamas, we get so so outraged when we are accused of being a bunch of baby mothers. Now she's not a baby mother, so no, that one is not on the list. Aggressive, was she appearing to be aggressive? I would say yes. I would say absolutely yes. Was she appearing to be hard and tough? Yes. Motherfucker this and cursing? Yes. Is she bald headed? We don't know. She had a wig on. So to non-black people, they may say, "Oh, yep, she is." Again, when I see Lizzo, I'm looking at her from a black woman's understanding and how I have also been seen and viewed by non-black people in society. I'm not looking at her through a bunch of stereotypes and a bunch of statistics. You know what I'm saying? Like non-black people do in the dominant society. Was she wearing lots of weave? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And did she appear to be a sex addict? Overly sexualized? Yes, she was. So those are the very stereotypes that we get in an uproar about when non-black people accuse us of those things. And yet when Lizzo is out here doing it, and let me tell you something, whether it's Lizzo, Cardi B, whoever, I don't none of it, because I feel like we have so many negative images out there, so many negative stereotypical um things out in society about black women, that I feel like there's not a balance. Look, at the end of the day, people are going to do whatever it is that they want to do. We can't stop that. I can't stop that. It's going to be what it is, right? So if that's the case, what I can do is say, okay, ladies, black women, black people, right? Because it wasn't just women celebrating it, there were a bunch of men too. What I can do is say, okay, so the very stereotypes that we say we don't like, when non-black people use them as negatives, when they use them to try to demean us, we get mad. We get mad. We get mad. We get mad. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. When you see a bunch of non-black people celebrating Lizzo, how she dressed, her body, and everything like that, let me tell you something. Don't be fooled. Because where is the same uh, reflection in their group? Where is the Latino of Lizzo in the Latino culture? Where is she? I mean on her level. I'm not just saying you go get regular old Maria that work at Walmart. No, I'm saying on Lizzo's level, where is the same Latino on Lizzo's level, or Precious, or whomever else? Because there are many. There have been many black women. Where are they? Because I can go through a list. and not even talking about size, not even mentioning the body, just a list of women. And then when you go to other cultures, where do you see the direct example of that in other cultures? See, they will celebrate it when it's in black culture because they want, look, statistically, America is the fattest nation in the world. Statistically, one of the fattest. I believe it's at the very top. So they are, what I would say, using black women to be the face of fat America. There are there are just as many fat men as well. You got fat women, fat men. Then you start getting into kids. You got fat kids. You got you start getting into, I mean, different. There's different types, but they are yet still using black women as that face. So when you get to seeing about us talking about being uh, Americans being fat, they are making black women the face of fat America. And I think that's what a lot of people don't see. That is exactly what a lot of people do not see. So don't let these non-black people fool you when they are up in the comment section hooraying and high-fiving Lizzo. They're not doing it because they don't do it within their own. And I'm gonna tell you, when you did see like a white woman that was overweight, she was married a lot of times. So you got a lot of people say, well, what about Adele? But Adele was married. Oh, they had a whole family. So yeah, they promote single, big, overweight women in black society. They hooray and celebrate that because, again, that's the face. That's who they're hiding behind. Because as a nation, most Americans are overweight and obese. That's just statistics. But they're making black women the face of that. So don't be fooled. So, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. Holla at you guys. Good night.